Hello class, we were studying the lesson The Moon. In part 1, we have already studied about the conditions of the moon, how it revolves around the earth and the different phases of the moon. Now, continuing with the lesson, we have to study about landing on the moon. So many people have visited the moon. They have gone to the moon and they studied about the conditions of the moon. So, three American astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Edwin Aldrin, and Michael Collins, were the first people to visit the moon in a spacecraft. So, the spacecraft was called Apollo 11. They used the spacecraft Apollo 11 to land on the moon. And Neil Armstrong was the first human to step onto the moon. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin walked on the moon on July 21st, 1969. Eclipses. Have you all heard about the term eclipses, children? You might have heard about solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. So, what it is actually? Let us study. Here, an example is given. If you take a torch and focus the light of the torch towards a wall, and if you place your hand in between the torch and the wall, what can you see on the wall? Of course, you can see the shadow of your hand on the wall, isn't it? Yes. The same thing will happen with the earth and the moon. When the light from the sun falls on the earth and the moon, the shadow of the earth and the moon falls on the other objects in the space. So, when this shadow falls on another heavenly object in the space, it will cause eclipse. Understood? When the shadow of the earth or the moon falls on another heavenly object, it causes eclipses. Let us study about solar eclipse. Solar refers to sunlight, isn't it? Yes, or the sun's eclipse. You all know by now that the moon goes round the earth. Sometimes what will happen when the moon goes round, when it revolves round the earth, sometimes it will come in between the sun and the earth. So it blocks the light of the sun and the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. So the people in the shadow cannot see the sun at all, or they may see it partially. So this condition is called as solar eclipse. So if the sun is completely blocked by the moon, then it is said to be total solar eclipse. If it is blocked partially, then it is called as partial solar eclipse. The eclipse will end when the moon continues on its path. You all know that it will not stay in one place. Of course, it moves slowly. So, the eclipse has to end. It has to end when the moon continues on its path to go round the earth. So, the eclipse will end. The solar eclipse will last only for about 7 minutes. The duration of solar eclipse is only around 7 minutes. So, if at all we watch the solar eclipse directly, it may damage our eyes. That is why always when we watch the solar eclipse, we have to use sunglasses, or we have to go for some other way in order to watch the solar eclipse. Directly, if we watch it, it damages our eyes. The light from the sun will be very strong. We cannot see the sun directly. So, we have to use sunglasses or X-ray sheets also in order to watch the eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Lunar refers to moon. So, when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, the shadow of the earth can fall on the moon. So, here what will happen? The earth will come in between the sun and the moon. So, here the shadow of the earth will fall on the moon. That is why we will not be able to see the moon, or it can be seen partially. That is why it is called as lunar eclipse. If the shadow of the earth covers the moon completely, if the moon cannot be seen at all, then it is called a total lunar eclipse. When it covers the moon, when the earth covers the moon partially, we call it partial lunar eclipse. Yes, they have given the picture of solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. So, in case of solar eclipse, solar refers to sun. So, when the eclipse is related to sun, the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. So, can you see in this picture here now? The sun, moon and the earth will be in a straight line, and moon will be in between the sun and the earth. So, what will happen? When the light from the sun falls on the moon will cover the earth, or the shadow of the moon will be falling on the earth. That is why it is called a solar eclipse. See, here this area is with partial solar eclipse, and the area here in the middle is with total solar eclipse. In case of lunar eclipse, so lunar refers to moon. Now, here also sun, earth and moon will be in a straight line, and earth comes in between the sun and the moon. So, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. The light of the sun falls on the earth. The shadow of the earth falls on the moon. That is why it is called as a lunar eclipse. Understood now? Yes, now we have to study about the artificial satellites. Now you all know about satellites, isn't it, children? What do you mean by satellites? Yes, it is the object which revolves around another object in the space. So we have a natural satellite. Which is it? Yes, it is the moon. The moon is the natural satellite of Earth. Likewise, many satellites are artificially made by human beings, and it is sent into the space, or it is placed around the Earth in order to give many informations or for other purposes also. So, satellites made by humans for various purposes are called as artificial satellites. It is sent into the space by the rockets. We have many artificial satellites like Sputnik 1, Aryabhatta, and so on. So, coming to Sputnik 1, it is the world's first artificial satellite launched by the Russians. It was sent to the space on 4th October 1957. So it moved around the earth for about 6 months. So India's first satellite was Aryabhatta. It was launched on 19 April 1975. This picture shows a rocket launcher. Here in this picture, Sputnik 1 satellite launched by the Russians is shown. This picture shows Aryabhatta, which is a artificial satellite launched by the Indians. So likewise, we have different satellites set up in the space for our purposes. It may be like communication satellites, weather satellites, navigational satellites, and so on. So communication satellites are used in order to give information or to give the news on television and radio. So they are used to relay radio and television programs. They are also used for sending telephone signals to far off places. For example, we have GSAT 18. GSAT 18 is used to relay television and radio programs. What about the weather satellites then? They are also one of the important satellites which studies the atmospheric conditions so as to give correct information about the weather. So we have an example like INSAT 3DR, which is used to give information about atmospheric conditions. We have navigational satellites in order to take the position of any object or person on earth, in order to pinpoint, in order to locate the position, correct position of an object, or in order to take the position of any person on the earth, we have navigational satellites. So India is developing its own navigational system with the launch of 7 satellites. With the help of 7 satellites, India has its own navigational system. It is IRNSS. It is called as IRNSS. Some satellites are also used to take pictures of the earth from the space. It gives valuable information about the natural resources of the earth. Some satellites are also used to study stars and planets. For example, AstroSat. It is used to study the stars and the planets. So, did you all understand about the lesson Moon, children? Yes, hope everybody understood the lesson.